Are you tired of sexy alpha girls laughing at your puny howl? Do people compare your singing to the sound of a deaf choir over white noise? Does your confidence droop when you can't howl any deeper and she thinks about other wolves? If you said yes to any of these questions, you must be a real fucking loser. But not anymore. Introducing Lilly. The quicker howler better. The quicker howler better. The quicker howler better. The quicker howler better. Lilly has been recognized for her role in Alpha and Omega, as well as a ruthless ad campaign rivaling only Ron Jeremy. Her revolutionary coaching is so effective, she turned her husband Garth from a wimpy wolf with a bad howl into a confident, strong, tall, and sexy alpha with full hair and perfect teeth. If he did it, so can you. Lilly is fully qualified, HIPAA compliant, FDA approved, forklift certified, and has 105% on Rotten Tomatoes. Endorsed by celebrities such as Garth and... So order your personalized howling plan and embiggen your howl today. This offer is not available in stores, online, or in an empty warehouse on Baker Street where 7 people were brutally murdered. Please do not call the number on your screen. It is not real.
Hibernation over. So let's recap. Alpha and Omega 1. A somewhat awkwardly animated but largely forgettable romance story that only has a following because it's a big screen movie with talking wolves and closeted furries that saw it when their brains were still mushy and soft, and arguably still are.
Michael, you took my Snickers bar.
Your Snickers bar.
I'm gonna kill myself, Michael, and you will be the one you will pay!
Wrote fanfictions and drew their own wolf characters around it, forming an obsession. Long before they knew that they would grow up from awkward and lonely kids who crap in diapers to awkward and lonely adults who crap in diapers. Alpha and Omega 2, a Christmas-themed sequel that asks you remember the time more than a Family Guy episode. It's a glorified slideshow of the original with worse animation, and Nigel Uno plays Hump Me now. Humphrey. This one also introduces the pups who will be replacing the adult characters you might have actually cared about still, so it's the worst one. At a watch time more akin to a short film, it isn't the longest shit I've ever taken, but it still feels like an eternity when it sticks to your cheeks and burns like a grease fire in your gas pipe. And the film only seems to choose to end, by God's merciful grace, because the budget ran out. Alpha and Omega 3, okay, how did anybody watch the second one and say, yep, more of that, please? Well, congratulations, because in exchange for not being another Cliff Notes book report of the entire first movie, this one's animation got worse. Oh, and surprise, there is no gravity to these wolf games, and they were so desperate to make it feel important that they threw in a story about an abused child that feels as distastefully handled as a Disney remake. The only game that matters during this movie is the drinking game I like to play called Help the Screen Fade to Black. I'm really good at it. Then when you've woken up for the third time and approached the DVD player in a drunken stupor, piss-soaked and cursing to yourself, we can skip calling the suicide hotline number and just move on to watching Alpha and Omega 4, the one and only Alpha and Omega sequel that is both animated and written with the competence of somebody who hoped a child might actually enjoy it.
That's nice. And we're just gonna get right in there. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's wrong. Okay, sorry.
But that's not saying much. This is your one breath of fresh air before we go back to scuba diving in hospital dumpsters, writhing in piles of dirty needles and praying to God whatever it gives us is curable. Alpha and Omega 5, it's just flashback episodes from every bad anime you've never watched. Seriously, they did number 2 all over again. And speaking of number 2, Brett shits out of a moving vehicle and everyone sings just like in the first movie, except where in the first movie it was meant to symbolize the unity of two lifelong friends finally letting their feelings for one another be realized. This time, it's to get a baby bear to force out a grizzly BM that's been crowning for like an hour. Somewhere in there's a metaphor for this entire franchise, I think, but anyway.
Well, I can't say I haven't had my own
Alpha and Omega 6, the one with dinosaurs so pathetic that they look like they get their shit rocked by Barney the fucking dinosaur. Alpha and Omega 7, Humphrey gets leukemia and fucking dies. And now we come, at last, finally, to Alpha and Omega 8. Jerking it till the bear comes. And if you're still watching these, you're either a YouTube critic with bills to pay, or you're soft silence.
Did I hear someone say my name?
You shouldn't have. You should be in your house.
Well, my ears were burning.
You could extinguish them by taking a nice leisurely walk back home.
Oh, well then I don't get to see my shady poo.
I think I just threw up in my mouth. Yep, definitely threw up a little.
You gonna eat that?
You're gonna get second helpings if you don't stop being gross. Now please tell me, why are you here? I mean, besides the thrill of breaking and entering, violating a restraining order, and testing my ever-thinning patience.
Well, this is the last Alpha and Omega review, and I think you need the Alpha to your Omega.
You? The Alpha? You couldn't fight a piece of saran wrap from my counter. You spent 50 minutes the other day convinced the cat on TV was talking shit to you. You fought your reflection and lost. Wait, my windows are in one piece. How did you get in here?
It's called manifesting. Just don't look in your bathroom.
What did you do to my bathroom? Oh, dear God, my bathroom!
Yeah.
It looks like a tiny fuzzy warhead got detonated. There's hair clogging my drain, the shitter's been melted, the toilet seat got launched through the medicine cabinet, the shower head is coming through the floorboards.
Well, I told you not to look. I was gonna fix it.
You somehow went through 12 rolls of toilet paper, none of which made it into my now melted pot I once pissed in, and oh look, the window is broken!
Manifest.
Man, a fist is about to go through your fucking head if you don't fix this right now.
Fine.
Alright. The fuck? Okay, David Copperfield, how'd you do that?
What do you mean?
You fixed it.
Yeah.
You never fix it.
Well, this time I could.
Sup, are you magic?
Yeah? What, did you never know this? Shade. I'm a wish-granting magical house griffin. I solve people's problems in exchange for... favors.
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 These favors better not be flavored.
I ask for innocent things. Money, the best leaf of fall. Satan's pinky toe, the laughter of a baby, the souls of the firstborn. An apple.
All extremely reasonable, and none of which I have.
Well, each favor is different depending on the person and the wish. Want to know my favor for you?
If this favor is sticky, you can re-radiate my toilet.
I was gonna say for me to be in this review, but if you need an excuse to put another video on Pornhub, then by all means.
I wish you hadn't said that.
I can make that happen, but I'll need another favor.
Your next favor is going to be from the detective locating your body after I magically make you disappear. Okay, look. We can watch the movie together, but keep those magic hands to yourself this time.
Whatever you say, Magic Mike.
We open on still shots of nature.
You don't say.
Yes, this movie looks better than the previous one, but just because the shit I took today has less blood in it than yesterday doesn't mean I'm fine. Everyone is very excited for the arrival of their natural predator, who is the queen of the bear kingdom. It's sort of like The Lion King, except where you could forgive any questions about the food chain and their hierarchical way of life because that movie is a timeless classic, gorgeously animated and deeply layered with rich allegories. This one is about as deep as a college kid's food bill and about as fun to look at. Also, Mufasa was the king of everything the goddamn light touched. But this woman is queen of whatever the hell the animators could repurpose from the last one.
But look! Shade! New models!
Oh my god, they did it! They fucking did it! They finally found a keyboard with enough working parts to do more than copy and paste!
They do move in herds.
Stop puffing glue. This is amazing. I feel like I'm actually getting to see a whole new movie.
Oh my gosh! Stop!
Oh.
Don't cry because it's over, Shade. Cry because it happened.
I just wish it could have lasted a little longer, you know?
Do women also say that to you?
You are not too cute for me to punt you like a deflated football. So we join the deformed offspring of the long-since abandoned title characters, by the way, who are in the middle of introducing their Aryan leader. They're about as successful getting the animals to pay attention as they are the 4-year-olds currently shoving SpaghettiOs up their noses.
Princess Claudette will soon arrive.
We learn this is all for, meeting the Bear Queen? Then why are you lying? I mean, Stinky is treated as genuine royalty by some of the critters. Why isn't he greeting the queen? He's the future king of the forest after all. Remember that movie? You love remembering things.
Where is my Prince Fleet?
I am here, my fair princess.
Fleet, the prince of nobility, of awesomeness, of fleetness.
Fleet, prince of roadkill. Fleet, the Cabela's statue. How about Fleet, the speaks no more in this movie? Don't worry, because this introduction is the most any of these little fucking wastes of seminal discharge actually speak. And I'm so glad, because these mutts in their movies make Paw Patrol look like Schindler's List.
At least Paw Patrol has substance, I think. I hope. Where am I?
You're in my house, against my will, watching Alpha and Omega on my Temu TV. It's gonna be okay, little buddy.
Is it?
It's not. But suicide in this economy is expensive, so sit down, shut up, and tell me what you think of this garbage.
They continue sucking off feet, ew, before he takes a mad dash, taking a seat next to the piss wolf, whose name doesn't matter to me anymore at this point, because she motions off to, oh god, the porcupine is here. She's always the most obnoxious, unfunny. Oh dear god.
Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I so need a cute girl my age.
Somehow better. Look, I was also going to call them untalented, but clearly that's what the movie creators, if you can call them that, wanted. Which would be fine if they at least made it sound like she was trying.
Oh, but soft. Talol's randoms.
Shade, this isn't 2010.
But you like being trolled epic style. Epic mealtime? Tobuscus.
Please stop.
I'm allowed to be old, you ageist bitch.
Hey, sorry.
True royalty inspires and leads.
First of all, you aren't royalty. Secondly, Brent, wake the fuck up. It's literally not even hibernation season right now. This gag does not make any sense. None of the other bears are yawning constantly. Why are you? And third, the only thing you little pukes inspire is Humphrey to jam his gonads into the nearest wood chipper to prevent more movies.
Oh no, my bird phobia.
Ah, yes. His bird phobia. The one that makes him not react at all, then piss himself gleefully like a fat kid in a swimming pool.
Hey, we all have birds we hate. I mean, mine won't leave until I feed and bathe her.
I also accept Venmo.
You will accept nothing and like it. So these once again copy-pasted models are supposedly the Queen's royal birds, and they go around visiting all the important characters in this movie, including Patty and Selma if they were moose. Mooses? Meesit if they were moosin'.
I think they might be elk?
So the moose are trying to get dicked down by method of every female dating strategy, standing there and expecting the men to read their minds.
Donna, if those two gents don't hurry up and ask us out...
Seriously, Marge, what are they waiting for?
Jesus, I don't know. Maybe because approaching strange people you don't know isn't the first instinct of people with self-preservation skills. Oh, right. This is the wild. So these two are basically waiting for large, aggressive males to rape them and give them kids.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Animals are gross. Speaking of Simpsons characters, there's one for Willie, too. Yeah, a Scottish squirrel. The little beast is called Beast. Yes, that's actually his name.
Your caricatures. All of you.
These movies make me want to read a book full of empty white copy paper. It's far more engaging and interesting. Look, you can imagine whatever you want. You could even write a movie where the characters aren't the result of a writer who didn't get enough oxygen in the womb.
Oh, royal birds. The Bear Queen and Princess Conyu are coming. I gotta get this place fixed up.
Why? It's not like she's coming over to your place. First off, it's the Queen, and you are practically a nobody. And besides that, she is a bear, and you are a squirrel. You live in a tree, she lives in a cave. Those are two very differently sized holes.
Conyu, where is your crown?
The animators didn't make it yet.
Your Majesty, we've almost reached our destiny.
He did it. Whatever's going to happen, it was him. That thing that happened to you last week, it's probably him too. I mean, my God, you couldn't make a more evil-looking bear if you tried. It's like if Scar and Jafar gangbanged a hibernating bear and it squirted out this guy. Jesus Christ, they even gave him a sinister goatee. They gave the bear facial hair!
That doesn't make sense.
I mean, not that I'm defending this movie and all, but it's okay to make your villains obvious. However, when the main villain is supposed to be a twist, you have to at least try to make it a little subtle.
So this is Strom, and he's one of the Queen's personal bodyguards, and he offers to scout ahead for some reason, likely to betray her.
I am just waiting for Strom to confirm the safety of the area.
Again, you are bears. Big, walking, fuzzy tanks that can growl like a chainsaw and rip through wolves like they're Leonardo DiCaprio. It's not that important that you scout ahead. You are the danger here.
We shift our attention to the magpie whose job it is to check up on all the royal bullshittery that must be prepared for the Queen's arrival. And dear God, there's more of him! Are these just recolors of that goose that balds worse than Homer Simpson?
How's the peach? You like?
Oh great, and they play Scotland radio. Kill me now.
Her Royal Majesty, Queen Bear!
Oh God, they walk like they're drunk. Where did they even get booze?
Fermented berries. Remember Soft?
Yeah. Well, who cares? It's a convenient excuse for bad animation. Man, also there is barely anyone here. Like, if I was the Queen, I'd feel almost insulted by this turnout. Someone failed to advertise. Either way, I suppose she takes it in stride and starts addressing the various individual animals at this little meet and greet. This includes Beast and...
the Nutters of the Eastern Forest.
Did he just call them the Nutters? He can't be serious, can he?
Proudly present... Nuts!
Thank you, Beast. Thank you, Nutters.
Oh my. No wonder they call you Beast.
Greetings.
Queen Bear, you're so beautiful.
I know beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but yours clearly weren't finished rendering because she is nastier than the shit caked on her ass crack. What, these ain't Charmin bears, what do you expect?
And your parents are Kate and Humphrey. Give them my best.
Well, we can't, Your Majesty. We snuck over here.
Bro literally outed them with no hesitation. Little rat. And so, what? Winston didn't want to make the hike to meet the fucking queen bear either? I'd maul these little shits just to send a message. Say hi next time!
If they found out we went to the Eastern Forest, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Naughty, naughty.
Naughty.
Oh, and also we get a follow-up to the hilarious joke about Agnes screaming like she's trying out to be Yoko Ono's backup singer. In a 40-minute movie, running gags are hard to do, because as soon as you set them up, you're almost already overdue for the payoff. However, while funny running gags can be done, this movie just has the runs. Also, I'd just like to point out that they couldn't afford to have the voice actor do multiple or at least a longer version of this shit, because they literally played the same audio clip 3 times in a row in this one 5-second clip.
Alpha and Omega? Reuse stuff?
Impossible.
So the queen introduces her daughter named Kanyu, and I will surely pronounce that correctly throughout this video. So Princess Caillou does that.
My name's Honey Boo Boo, and I'm a beauty queen, bitches!
And meets Brent. Brent is smoother than the ass crack of a baby seal in a vat of petroleum jelly, because upon seeing Honey Boo Boo Bear trying to win Little Miss Shits in Woods, he decides to put on his best Grizzly Bear persona and...
Wow! She's hot! She's beautiful, huh?
Oh, so that part of you is awake at least. Okay then. My man is down horrendous after that weird-ass display, but don't worry. To save you time, I will now show you the entirety of their time together in a dramatic and sequential shipping montage set to music. Enjoy.
Lower your expectations of you, because
My name is Brent.
would never settle for you.
My name is Brent.
And that's it. That is all the times these two will interact for the entire rest of the movie. One-on-one, let alone romantically. Seriously, how can it be this badly made? How can someone do this to children?
I guess if it was between this and molesting them, I'm glad it exists.
What high praise. Alpha and Omega. At least it didn't rape you.
I've heard Love is Blind, but it can't also be sleepy and poorly written. That's not romance. That's just pointless.
Like a Stairmaster for a cripple.
Hair gel for the bald?
Exactly. As useful as a dog leash for a pet rock.
I don't know. Mine ran away. Come home, Dwayne. Mama misses you.
Okay. So anyway, there is this weird thing in this movie where music will just play. Not like these guys who play with their beaks in-universe. I mean, it just plays. Like there's an Alexa somewhere blasting shitty music and they all react to it.
Let's hoof it, guys!
It's really, really lazy and a sign that they couldn't even be bothered to find a better in-world excuse for it. There's just music because...
Denizens of the Eastern Forest, meet my modern daughter, Princess Kanyu.
I like to think of myself as a very modern guy. This is my black girlfriend, Tequila.
Modern daughter? What? As opposed to your expired one? Like, where did the first one go? Are you trading her in for a newer, upgraded model? What is this wording? Someone took notes from XJ9's mom.
So rogue wolves attack and, is that all of them? That pitiful party of pack animals is so pathetic it's practically preposterous. You are bears! You could probably fuck up several of their toughest alphas in a single swipe, but oh, right, I'm supposed to be worried. Sorry. Let me feign interest for you. Like pretending your son's lame-ass magic trick isn't just taking the Cheerio and tossing it when his dad looks at the crap stain on the carpet. Oh my gosh, I wonder who will win. Also, if the rogue wolves successfully took over this side of Jasper Park, then they're not really the rogue wolves anymore, are they? Like, we never see Tony or his wolves again, outside of the copy-pasted one we see later, and the Queen says Eastern Pacts fell recently, so that means this is the Eastern Pact now. That's how it works. The rebels in Star Wars weren't called the rebels because they thought it sounded cool.
Gonna touch those crowns, they'll feel the wrath of our antlers.
So everyone jumps in to help defend the crown for some reason. First off, bears. They don't really need backup. They are bears. Second, what do you care? They eat all of you. You have no obligation to help them. But sure, let's fight off a whole pack of wolves for a queen that has no authority here.
Remember when Alpha and Omega had more texture than your average PS1 game?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Magpie, get Konyu out of here now! Now!
No, Mother. You said a queen never fears and always leads.
I'm sorry? You're not the queen. You will be one day, but right now you're not. And if the wolves can fuck up any bear here, it's you. Unlike the others, you actually have something to worry about. And if somehow the wolves did manage to kill your mom, emphasis on somehow, however will this inbred bloodline continue?
Royal families are basically just Alabama cousins, except with a crown and 18 salad forks.
Sometimes not even cousin shade. Don't try to sugarcoat this one. So since these little bastards just can't leave shit alone, they ask to help hide the queen, who, understandably, ignores this babble because she is a fucking bear. She does, however, send them after her useless daughter, who they proceed to help in evading the rogue wolves by... Guess. No, really. Just take a wild guess. Did you say copy the stuff from previous movies again? You're right. And I hate you for it. Those dust clouds they magically make. Check. The stupid as fuck Tokyo drift move? Check. Agnes rolling into a ball? Check. Shit, I'm starting to miss the log sledding.
As sovereign queen of the Bear Kingdom, I command you to halt!
This is our forest. You're not my queen.
No. He's got a point.
You aren't in the Bear Kingdom. You weren't invited because these are the wolves in charge now, so if diplomacy and these meetings actually mean shit and matter, you're in the wrong here for not talking with them first before visiting.
The forest belongs to all of its inhabitants.
Then why are you here?
Then why do you have a kingdom? This whole plot falls apart faster than wolf turds in the sun. Like, you can't break into someone's house, claim it's yours because you don't believe in property, then get mad and cry for help when someone does it to you. Unfortunately for the rogue wolves, the negotiations break down because they are bears. Bears! And bears can tank gunfire. So we cut back to the people this stupid fucking franchise is named after, once again demonstrating the parenting skills of a family vlog channel, and letting their kids run rampant anywhere and everywhere because the writers don't know what to do with them or their families, so we get scenes that drag harder than your closeted uncle and conversations drier than when Soph sees a K-pop stan.
I think a tumbleweed just blew through my vagina.
Princess Konyu? You guys better go home.
We don't want to pay the voice actors or animators anymore for this thing. Our profit margin is thinner than a postage stamp.
But I'm supposed to be in love with the princess, and I...
Postage stamp!
The pups greet their parents and grandparents with the princess in tow, and we get homunculoid wolf, apparently.
Oh, where are my manners?
Eve, what are you doing?
It's called a curtsy!
This is the best goddamn thing in this fuck-ass movie! From the snapping of the bones to the 110% performance.
It's Slender Wolf, the rendering. Anyway, these wolves should be having their asses beat black, blue, and every color of the rainbow. But I guess that scene was also cut for time, because they're forgiven since they brought home another mouth to feed. Remember when food was scarce and there was tension? Anyway, for sneaking all the way out to a dangerous part of the forest alone and meeting bears which can eat you, they get...
Nothing!
Consequences? In my Alpha and Omega? I think not. Christ, at this point I don't even blame the kids. Humphrey, would you grow a new set of balls and let these shits get eaten? You are actively impeding the food chain and withholding well-earned Darwin Awards from each one of your wife's underdeveloped twat turds.
Researchers say most children who were exposed to alcohol in the womb are not diagnosed.
Children with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder have trouble regulating their behavior, following instructions, and find it difficult to understand social cues.
Oh, look! Shade! The birds are here! Fatty and Marshall!
Not what they're called.
Here to make us laugh and forget our woes!
Not what they do.
Totally straight friends with no sexual tension whatsoever!
Nope. Wait, what? Are they simping? For a woman?
Dear God, abandon ship, abandon ship!
They straight washed the birds. They Sailor Mooned them. They fucking sunk our ship as if the series wasn't already a giant middle finger to everyone. Now our favorite gay birds are roommates. And even now they can't hide it very well as they proceed to grind on one another while trying to speak to the bewildered and slightly in danger magpie.
I want to go home.
Seriously, look at the size difference here. Run away, magpie. You're gonna get crushed. So we return to the Queen and her suddenly very large posse of future snacks, where it turns out that the bear with an evil goatee and his henchgoons are, get this, evil.
Oh man! Oh god! Oh man!
Bear Judas. Or Judases.
Judasai?
They are plural traders, yes. Patty Cake and Ham Free show up with the Western pack to scare off the rogue wolves, which is easy to do when you just hit Control-V and place 60 copies of your pack on the hill. Look, we found the Eastern pack! And their leader, Tony! And Tony! And we can't forget Tony! And look, it's their identical twin brother, Dale! I'll say this, at least they actually give these absentee parents something to fucking do in this movie besides play golf or just, like, exist. Like an ever-present fuck you to the people who actually liked the first one.
Your Majesty.
Strom, what happened?
I was wrong. The area wasn't safe. It's overrun with rogues. I'm afraid they captured the Queen.
Wait. So you, the royal bodyguard, came back without the Queen, or the princess, without a scratch on you. And you think you're just gonna walk away from this? Yeah, how do you think that performance review is gonna go? I did my best, sir, but the wolves, they were too strong. Strom? We are fucking bears. But their numbers, sir, they were so great. Oh, you mean the ones that were beaten up by squirrels? So, am I getting fired, or...? No, unfortunately, despite his trusted advisor calling out Strom on how ass his stupid plan for a takeover is, King... Soph, what's his name?
Hold on, let me look at the official Alpha and Omega movie wiki. Trademark.
Of course. Man, how long is this video getting? It's gonna be longer than the actual movie.
Okay, here it is. His name is King Bear. Oh, and his wife is, Queen Bear. Aren't these guys part of the central focus of the movie? Shouldn't they have, like, proper names?
King Bear. Queen Bear. Beast. Man, the person in charge of naming shit was the first one to be fired, huh? So anyway, the king ignores the obvious red flags and sends his entire kingdom away to find the queen. Yeah, all of them. I mean, surely there are pregnant, injured, or just younger bears that couldn't go, right? I mean, you're kind of leaving yourself wide open to a... Yeah, that. I'm sure he's fine. Meanwhile, Princess Canoe is holed up in Winston's shitty cave that makes mine look like a Hilton hotel when she suddenly decides that the plot needs to happen, and she tries to sneak out and get home because, I don't know.
It's very dangerous there, Princess Conyu. A queen always leads and is fearless.
Yeah, that, why not, sure.
You aren't a queen, though! Your mom isn't dead! Your dad is back at your kingdom?
Plus, seriously, what are you even gonna do? I mean, besides make your mother's potential sacrifice mean nothing. You're 3 foot tall and awkwardly waddle everywhere like a mobile Happy Meal for rogue wolves. The McGrizzy.
What about Brown Bear Betty?
Ooh, nice. Of course, because none of these movies can just focus on the characters we actually want to see.
You can't just edit me out?
These little shits catch up to Princess Cashew trying to main character and demand to be included. Because remember, kids, if it's for something you really care about, of course your parents will forgive you for traveling far away in the middle of the night. Why is nobody staying behind to watch these regrettable life choices that got carried to term?
Princess Conyu! Princess Conyu! Princess Conyu! Princess Conyu!
I see. My name is Brent.
My god, the reuse of previously recorded lines is bad enough, but paired with the constant copy-pasting wolves, this might be the worst Alpha and Omega of them all. No, I'm serious. The others copy shit, yeah, but not from the same movie. It's incestuous. And just like the grandchildren of a brother and sister who liked each other just a little too much, I think we're really gonna have to power through putting this thing down. It's the humane thing to do.
I'll get Dad's sleeping pills.
I'm getting me mallet.
The king sent the bear army into the eastern forest to find me. The bear army's very loyal.
We must divide and conquer.
Yes, the rogue wolves will soon be arriving.
Wow, strong women.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
My god, Humphrey, why don't you just ask your wife if she'll let her boyfriend fuck you already? You so clearly want someone inside you. So Humper Dumper and Raticate arrive with the queen back to her kingdom. They know they'll have to be sneaky if they want to defeat the rogue wolves in Strom, so Humphrey helps devise some kind of plan.
Well, when the rogue wolves arrive, why don't I go and divide, and then you two can conquer? Ever heard of a Trojan wolf?
Yeah, I have actually, and he clearly hasn't visited you two. 3 kids and no screen time. How's the joy of parenthood now, fuckers? Maybe instead of fermented berries, you should have been finding your forest's equivalent of a 7-Eleven and grab whatever constitutes a condom for you. We then cut back to the critters of the forest who run into a literal army of bears and again don't get eaten. At this point, I'm convinced the animals are all fucking vegan. But no, that can't be possible because they haven't been mentioning it every 7 seconds.
I am Sir Evan, Sergeant-at-Arms of the Royal Family.
I'm Donna. And I'm Marge.
And I'm Beast.
So it looks like Princess Can You Stop Being So Useless and her to-go meals met up with the freedom fighters off-screen, and a random bear asks you where she is and you immediately give her up? Whatever, we're almost done with this movie and it is not worth explaining.
Look, the rogue wolves are arriving.
Hold on just a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 16 of you! And if we don't count the duplicates, then like 7-ish?
Princess Conyu.
We must return to reclaim our kingdom.
With pleasure, Your Highness. And if I may say, Princess Conyu, I know your parents well, and they would be most proud of your leadership in these dire times.
What fucking leadership? Her mom gave her one job, and that was to run off and keep safe. And she has refused and fails to realize that she is not the fucking queen! You are a 5-year-old chew toy playing fucking pretend!
So we cut back to Strom and the Rogue Wolves, where Humphrey puts his plan into action and... oh my god. They did it. They put the fucking dude in drag. I was kidding earlier. Please stop thrusting. Please stop thrusting. Please stop thrusting. Please stop.
Yoo-hoo! Yes! Oh!
I feel so depressed.
So other than being spit roasted by the bears, I'm not really sure what his plan is here. I love how his wife just watches, absolutely cucked. How does it feel, Kate?
Thank you for helping me. I must ask you to hide here while we retake our kingdom. Is there somewhere you can hide?
Yeah, how about the nearest wood chipper? Or, wait, you chose the top of a very visible, very tall and flimsy tree to both hide and be safe. Whatever. The kids arrive in time to see their father switch from being a femboy fleshlight for the bears and all 7 of the supposedly 40 rogue wolves to being an obnoxious dickhead.
All I see is Dad dancing around. He's rapping?
Power! Who's got it? Who does it? Power.
No, why would you call repeating the same stupid line over and over again with no rhythm or change rapping? How do you even know what rapping is? And how can you even hear anything 8,000 yards away and up in a goddamn tree? I'm pretty sure this is all you'd be hearing. And also, where does the music come from? They keep acting in every other scene like they can hear it, but it's so obviously not coming from anywhere.
Power! Who's got it? Who does it?
Is it the fucking geese? Are they farting or belching out this awful fucking rap beat?
I see what Dad's doing. He's pitting the pitiful against each other. Go, Dad!
Well, so much for hiding then, dumbass. If you can hear disembodied music and talking from where you are, so can they. Good job, my little cheerleader. Your dad's next funny Omega trick is about to be becoming a very salty corpse. Humphrey sowing seeds of doubt works, however, and the rogue wolf king argues with the 2 Judas bears over control of the land. This is when Kate and the Queen choose to charge in with all of their packs lying in wait, which totally defeats the purpose of the whole femboy Humphrey and Trojan Wolf plan, but I guess the writers just really wanted that scene. I am so lucky I didn't eat paint chips as a kid.
You're missing out, man.
Meanwhile, King No Name and his advisor have climbed back up the mountainside. Not sure why they didn't just walk the longer way around. Would have saved them from a potentially life-threatening fall again, but we're nearly done with this crap, so okie dokie, makes perfect sense. A big lay-epic fight scene ensues, which we'll skip because the outcome is bears. Of course it is. The bears won because they're bears. They're so broken that God patched them to hibernate for the winter and give humanity a break for a little while. They're bears! The rogue wolves are captured in a big hole with a cage on top, so great. The bears and the wolves have created the prison industrial complex. This is canon. This cannot be undone. This is what the next movie's gonna be about, mark my words. And for being friends with Princess Canned Doo-Doo when nobody else would, the king and queen knight these 3 fuckfaces, which is so undeserved and feels so forced I genuinely tried to rewind and try again for a different ending. Unfortunately, the movie ends with these two planning to double team this ladybird, and Brent introduces himself for the second time to Princess Cunt Douche.
My name is Brent. Oh, God. Call the fucking police.
Because honestly, the movie forgot he existed. Why shouldn't she? Also, where is all this confetti coming from? Even the animators want to celebrate the end of this thing. And with that, the movie, as well as the fucking franchise, come to a pitiful and forced as hell ending. What can I say? It's Alpha and Omega, the series that started low, went lower, and when it tried to raise the bar, pulled a Grimm from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and limboed below it just to ruin more birthday presents by being the thing that's inside of them. The actual main characters from the first movie almost ended up with less total screen time than their damn kids did by the end of the final film. Nobody wanted them, nobody actually likes them, but without making kid characters the focus, they couldn't have made them. See, executives think kids are stupid, and they test that theory with bad faith evidence and then blame the creators and enforce weird changes when things don't go right. Sometimes that happens, and damn, that's really sad and all, but the first movie wasn't really deserving of sequels in the first place, so for any true fans of these characters, I'm sure it was like a necessary evil to see more of them. Of course, in hindsight, maybe one movie was more than enough, because this franchise got stretched out like a prison wife. And milk tartar too. These movies are like those gross generic wax candies in dollar stores that you know nobody actually likes, but they're cheap to make and end up in someone's mouth somehow, so they continue to make them. Who buys them? What do they do with them? None of their concern. If they make profit, then the assembly line keeps running and orphan hands keep working. These movies feel like an inside joke. Like some producer said, hey, wanna bet I can milk some random failed movie into a long-running franchise while sidelining all the main characters? Years ago, profits were a big factor that mattered to producers and filmmakers alike. But with Hollywood's current political obsession and hatred for the wages leaking into everything, I would almost believe that if these came out today, that they were simply the result of spite. That they hate you. That or they're bitterly indifferent. But I've ranted and made better jokes about these films exactly 7 times before. Now I'm just like these supposed filmmakers. Indifferent. The years spent on and off discussing these, remembering them, having to review them, they were fun because of all of you, but it taught me only 2 lessons: that corporate greed ruins everything, and more is not always merrier. I am sick of the log sledding, the elusive spin-out move Claudette learned that apparently any other character can now learn on the fly, by the way, but shit's a secret. The recycled models and scenes, the kids being the focus every time when there is literally no one asking for it. This one even tried to remedy that and give Kate and Humphrey more to actually do, but it doesn't matter because at this point they're hollow shells of their former selves, their guts and souls long removed. I don't know these wolves, and I never really did. They're like cardboard cutouts of the shells of the characters. I never want to see poorly animated 3D wolves again for as long as I live. I curse the day that we put forward this notion, this misconception of wolf hierarchies based on those in captivity. People think that alpha males are cringe, sigmas. Bitch, I would sooner watch 10 new movies called Alpha and Beta 6, the Sigma Grind Set, than I would ever watch one more fucking movie about these 2 forgotten has-beens, their stupid park, their vapid and boring adventures that make a trip to the DMV feel like a day at Disneyland, and the result of Kate not closing her pussy for business and letting Hump for free climb inside her on the reg. These kids. They're the worst thing to happen to the world of media since millennial writers and mainstreaming meta jokes. I would sooner listen to my dementia-ridden grandmother in hospice take her last labored breaths on repeat for 40 minutes straight while getting sodomized by my lonely grandfather's flaccid manhood before I would so much as look at the DVD box art of this piece of creative constipation ever again. I can't stand the unearned sentimentality, asset recycling, and greed of this series. If AI had been far enough along back in the day, I'm sure all of us would be accusing these movies of being written and animated by robots. But sadly, this is the most human folly of all, isn't it? A bland and worthless waste of precious time on Earth that serves only as fodder for 30-year-olds on the internet to bitch about. So me. But I'm done buying in. It's almost sad we had to end on this movie because despite our best efforts to milk it for all time's sake, this is how the series ended. Not with a bang, but with a whimper and a wet fart. And like shitting yourself at a family reunion, disappearing and never contacting us again, this series leaves you with a bit of confusion and a really bad taste in your mouth.
Speaking of bad taste in my mouth, about that favor.
First off, you fixed a bathroom that you destroyed. Secondly, what do you mean? We just watched a movie together. What more do you want from me?
Cuddles?
I ain't falling for that again. Go hump a cactus.
How about a hug?
No.
A handshake.
Nuh-uh.
A crisp high five.
You mean a slap across the face? I'm in.
Pull my finger?
I choose life.
Dude, those animals are so fucking funny. They make me want to
support them on Patreon.
I can't just eat one meal a day. If I keep doing that, I'll die.